Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of rare and historical coins. Today, we'll explore the fascinating story and hidden value behind the remarkable USA Eisenhower Dollar, a coin that continues to capture the hearts of collectors with its rich history, unique design, and lasting legacy. First up, the 1976 Eisenhower Dollar without a mint mark stands as one of the most iconic and historically meaningful coins in American numismatics. Issued to commemorate the nation's bicentennial, this coin celebrates 2 centuries of U.S. independence and the enduring legacy of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Though millions were produced, the Philadelphia minted no mint mark version holds special appeal due to its direct association with the nation's first commemorative dollar of the modern era. Collectors value it not only for its symbolism, but also for its impressive size, intricate design, and historical connection to a pivotal moment in America's story. Even in dirty or well-worn condition, this coin remains a cherished piece for those who appreciate history through currency. The creation of the Eisenhower dollar in 1971 marked the return of the large-sized dollar coin to U.S. circulation after nearly 4 decades. However, the 1976 bicentennial issue holds unique importance. It was struck to celebrate 200 years of American independence, coinciding with nationwide celebrations and patriotic fervor. Designed during a period of renewed national pride, the coin was authorized by Congress and features special dual dates, 1776-1976, replacing the usual single year. It was minted primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, with additional production at Denver and San Francisco. The bicentennial dollar also marked one of the rare occasions when a U.S. coin's reverse design was completely changed for a commemorative purpose, making it a standout in the nation's coinage history. The Eisenhower dollar's design embodies both strength and symbolism. On the obverse, the portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, America's 34th president and World War II Allied commander, was crafted by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo. His dignified likeness reflects leadership and patriotism, linking the coin's message of unity to Eisenhower's service. The reverse, designed by Dennis R. Williams, a young art student at the time, depicts the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon. This imagery brilliantly fuses America's revolutionary heritage with its modern achievements in space exploration, a theme that resonated strongly with Americans of the 1970s. The coin was struck in both copper-nickel clad for circulation and 40% silver for collector sets, with the no mint mark version belonging to the base metal circulation series. While not the rarest Eisenhower dollar overall, the 1976 no mint mark variety can still command strong collector interest under certain conditions. Circulation, wear, and environmental exposure often left these coins in heavily tarnished or dirty states, making high-grade or preserved examples far more desirable. The rarity increases dramatically for coins with striking errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, or for pristine, uncirculated pieces showing full luster and sharp detail. Philadelphia's mintage exceeded 113 million, but because so few were saved in high-grade condition, finding a flawless or near-mint piece can be quite challenging today. The combination of large size, collectible history, and the bicentennial design ensures that even circulated examples attract attention. Market value for the Eisenhower bicentennial dollar varies significantly depending on condition and material. Circulated copper-nickel coins without a mint mark generally sell for modest amounts, between $2,000 and $2,800 for average examples, but uncirculated pieces certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC can reach $3,200 to $4,000. Exceptional specimens with deep, mirror-like surfaces or unusual tunning may fetch higher prices, particularly if they fall within the MS66 MS-67 range, where scarcity becomes more pronounced. The rare 40% silver versions, though not bearing the Philadelphia no mint mark, can command between $4,500 and $6,000 depending on proof quality and preservation. Recent auction trends show that interest in Eisenhower dollars is growing, especially as collectors seek to complete full bicentennial sets. For collectors, identifying a genuine, high-quality 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollar involves careful inspection. The first step is checking for the absence of a mint mark below Eisenhower's neck, confirming Philadelphia origin. Next, evaluating luster, strike sharpness, and the condition of the Liberty Bell and Moon design can help determine value. Certification through professional grading services ensures authenticity and accurate market assessment, particularly for coins with unusual characteristics or suspected errors. Storing these coins properly is essential. Using airtight capsules or acid-free holders prevents tarnishing and preserves their aesthetic appeal. Collectors often recommend acquiring from reputable dealers or attending numismatic shows, where detailed comparisons and expert opinions can guide sound purchases. The Eisenhower bicentennial dollar's appeal extends far beyond its metallic value. It represents a tangible connection to both America's founding and its achievements in the 20th century, a bridge between the past and modernity. Its design tells a story of independence, exploration, and national unity, which resonates deeply with collectors who appreciate the artistry and symbolism of U.S. coinage. For newer collectors, it offers an affordable yet meaningful entry into commemorative coins, while for seasoned numismatists, it remains a cornerstone piece of 1970s American history. In summary, the 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark remains a celebrated artifact of America's bicentennial legacy. Its large format, patriotic design, and association with President Eisenhower combine to create a coin that embodies both history and honor. Even when found in dirty or circulated condition, it carries the weight of 2 centuries of American progress and pride. As the market continues to rediscover the artistic and historical depth of mid-20th century U.S. coinage, the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar stands as a timeless reminder of the values it was minted to celebrate: freedom, unity, and enduring national spirit. Next up, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark represents a cornerstone of modern U.S. coinage and remains one of the most historically meaningful coins of the post-World War II era. This coin marked the return of the large-sized dollar to circulation after a decades-long absence, and its introduction carried deep patriotic and symbolic significance. For collectors, the 1971 Philadelphia issue holds special appeal because it was the first year of the Eisenhower Dollar series. Struck to honor both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the monumental Apollo 11 moon landing. Although commonly found in circulation, locating pristine or exceptionally preserved no-mint mark examples is challenging, especially since most were heavily used or stored without care. Even in very dirty or worn condition, this coin carries remarkable historical resonance and remains a desirable collectible due to its foundational place in modern numismatics. The origins of the Eisenhower dollar are rooted in a period of American pride and technological triumph. After the U.S. Mint discontinued the peace dollar in 1935, the nation went over 3 decades without issuing a circulating silver dollar. The passing of President Eisenhower in 1969, combined with the success of the Apollo 11 mission, inspired Congress to introduce a new coin that would honor both achievements. Authorized under the Coinage Act of 1970, the Eisenhower dollar began production in 1971 at the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark. Unlike the silver versions made for collectors, these circulation strikes were copper-nickel clad, reflecting the economic realities of the time when silver was being phased out of everyday coinage. The Philadelphia issue became the standard-bearer of the series, widely distributed, heavily used, and now a historic emblem of the early 1970s America. The coin's design captures a blend of national pride and modern artistry. Chief engraver Frank Gasparro created the obverse portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, depicting him with a calm, authoritative presence that symbolizes his military and presidential legacy. On the reverse, Gasparro drew inspiration from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, showing an American bald eagle descending toward the lunar surface, clutching an olive branch of peace. The moon beneath the eagle represents humanity's progress, while Earth, visible in the background, evokes global unity. Struck in copper-nickel composition, the coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs 22.68 grams, making it one of the largest clad coins ever produced for general circulation. Its sheer size, detailed design, and metallic sheen make it a visually striking and easily recognizable piece among U.S. coins. Despite its relatively high mintage, over 47 million pieces, the 1971 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar holds significant rarity among high-grade examples. Philadelphia mint coins from that year often display weak strikes, contact marks, and poor luster due to the mint's production methods. Many were also used extensively in casinos, vending machines, and daily transactions, leaving few survivors in uncirculated condition. What adds intrigue for collectors are the rare die varieties and errors found among the 1971 issues. These include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and transitional errors involving silver planchets intended for collector editions. Such anomalies are extremely rare and can command exceptional premiums, especially when authenticated by professional grading services. For many collectors, finding a flawless or even near-mint Philadelphia Eisenhower from 1971 is a rewarding challenge in itself. In today's numismatic market, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark remains relatively affordable in circulated condition, but its value increases sharply with grade and rarity. Well-worn examples may sell for around $2,200 to $3,500, while uncirculated pieces graded MS-64, MS-65 typically range from $4,500 to $5,000. Exceptional coins in MS-66 or higher can fetch between $5,800 and $6,000, depending on eye appeal and certification. Rare error varieties or proof-like examples have achieved auction results exceeding several $1,000s, especially when they display strong luster and minimal abrasions. The coin's steady demand among Eisenhower dollar set builders and type collectors continues to sustain its value, and renewed interest in 1970s Americana has helped this series gain traction among younger numismatists. Collectors seeking to acquire a high-quality 1971 Eisenhower dollar should focus on careful evaluation of strike details and surface preservation. The most critical areas to inspect are Eisenhower's cheek and jawline on the obverse, as these high points often show early signs of wear. Coins with sharp detail in the eagle's wings and minimal bag marks on the reverse are especially prized. Professional grading by services such as NGC or PCGS adds both credibility and liquidity to the coin's value, especially for those looking to invest or trade. To preserve condition, coins should be stored in airtight holders or capsules, kept away from humidity and direct contact with skin oils, as even small traces of moisture can accelerate tarnishing on copper-nickel surfaces. Reputable dealers, coin shows, and online numismatic auctions remain the best avenues for acquiring verified, high-quality specimens. The appeal of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar extends far beyond its face value. It represents a bridge between America's proud past and its technological future, a coin that links the leadership of a five-star general and president with humanity's greatest scientific achievement. Its size and bold imagery reflect an era of optimism and national pride, making it more than just a piece of metal. It is a cultural artifact. Collectors are drawn to the Eisenhower series for its diversity of minting varieties, historical connections, and accessibility, offering both affordability and depth for study. Over the years, appreciation for these coins has grown as more people recognize their place in the evolution of U.S. coinage and their role in shaping the country's numismatic landscape. In conclusion, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark remains a symbol of both tradition and progress, an enduring tribute to leadership, exploration, and American resilience. Though millions were struck, few remain in pristine condition, making the search for well-preserved examples a true treasure hunt for collectors. Its combination of historical weight, artistic design, and cultural resonance ensures its continued popularity among numismatists. Even when found in very dirty or circulated state, it serves as a physical reminder of an era when America celebrated both its heroes and its advancements. As collecting interest continues to evolve, this first-year Eisenhower dollar stands poised to maintain its stature as a key piece of 20th-century American coinage, both a collectible and a legacy. Next up, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar stands among the most admired and valuable coins in the Eisenhower series, celebrated for its craftsmanship, silver composition, and historical resonance. Minted exclusively in San Francisco, this issue was never released for circulation, but intended primarily for collectors in both proof and uncirculated finishes. The S mint mark adds an element of prestige, representing the U.S. Mint's highest quality production facility during that era. Today, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar holds a strong position in the numismatic market, admired for its combination of patriotic design and connection to a pivotal decade in American history. Even in dirty or tarnished condition, this coin's silver content and artistic value make it a fascinating treasure for those who appreciate U.S. commemorative coinage. The early 1970s were a transformative time for American coinage. Following the discontinuation of the peace dollar in 1935, the nation went over 30 years without a circulating dollar coin. When Congress reintroduced the denomination in 1971, it honored President Dwight D. Eisenhower, military leader, statesman, and symbol of post-war stability. The 1972 issue represented the second year of production and was unique because the San Francisco Mint struck it in a special 40% silver composition for collectors. This was a period of renewed national pride and technological achievement, and the Eisenhower dollar symbolized both, a tribute to a revered president and to the Apollo 11 mission that placed humanity on the moon. Its production coincided with an era when the United States sought to unite its history and future through its currency. The design of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar reflects a powerful blend of national symbolism and modern artistry. On the obverse, Chief Engraver Frank Gasparro sculpted a detailed profile of President Eisenhower, capturing his calm strength and leadership. The reverse features a modified version of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an American bald eagle descending toward the lunar surface, olive branch in its talons, set against a backdrop of the Earth and stars. Struck on 40% silver planchets, these coins possess a luminous sheen distinct from the copper-nickel versions minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighing approximately 24.59 grams, the coin's broad fields and reflective surfaces highlight Gasparro's skill, particularly in the proof strikes, which exhibit mirror-like backgrounds and frosted details. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar's rarity arises from both its limited mintage and its preservation challenges. Only about 2.2 million silver uncirculated pieces and around 1.8 million proofs were struck, making them scarcer than most of their clad counterparts. Over the decades, many were mishandled, improperly stored, or exposed to moisture, leading to tarnish, spotting, or dirt accumulation that degraded their appearance. Collectors prize examples that retain their original luster or deep cameo contrast. Furthermore, a few proof errors and die varieties have emerged, such as doubled dies and incomplete frosting, which have driven collector demand even higher. Because the San Francisco Mint's production was aimed at collectors rather than circulation, pristine examples are easier to find than circulated ones. But those in perfect proof condition remain highly sought after and command significant premiums. In terms of market value, the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar occupies an interesting spectrum. Heavily worn or dirty examples often trade for their intrinsic silver value, generally around $1,500 to $2,000 depending on silver prices. However, uncirculated and proof versions in high grades tell a different story. A gem uncirculated coin graded MS66 may fetch between $3,200 and $4,200, while top-quality proof examples with deep cameo contrast, PR68, PR69 DCAM, can bring $5,000 to $5,800 or more. Ultra-high-grade proofs certified PR70 by NGC or PCGS have sold at auctions for upwards of $6,400, reflecting the strong competition among registry set collectors. Price fluctuations also follow silver market trends, but numismatic interest ensures that demand remains steady, particularly for examples with pristine eye appeal and strong mirror frost contrast. For those interested in collecting the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar, attention to detail and authenticity are key. The easiest way to confirm the San Francisco origin is to locate the S mint mark just below Eisenhower's neck. Proof versions display sharply struck details, mirrored fields, and frosted relief, while uncirculated pieces exhibit a satin-like finish. Collectors should avoid cleaning or polishing dirty coins, as this can permanently reduce value. Instead, proper storage, using airtight holders, soft cotton gloves, and low-humidity environments, is vital for preservation. When purchasing, it is best to rely on certified coins graded by PCGS, NGC, or ANACS, which guarantee authenticity and provide confidence in condition. Auctions, coin shows, and trusted numismatic dealers remain the best sources for acquiring verified specimens. Beyond its silver content and craftsmanship, the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar holds profound symbolic meaning. It embodies a blend of remembrance and progress, honoring a president who guided the nation through war and peace, while celebrating humankind's first steps on another world. For collectors, it represents not just monetary value, but a tangible connection to one of the most inspiring periods in modern American history. Its dual legacy, as both a presidential tribute and a space-age emblem, sets it apart from other U.S. coinage of the era. Whether kept as part of a complete Eisenhower set or displayed individually, its bold design and weighty feel resonate with a sense of national pride. In conclusion, the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar remains one of the most distinguished issues of the series, combining artistry, history, and intrinsic value. Its production in limited numbers, its silver composition, and its exquisite design have solidified its place among 20th-century numismatic classics. Even in a dirty or tarnished state, the coin retains both its historical and material worth, making it a rewarding find for collectors. As interest in modern silver-era coinage continues to grow, the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar stands as a gleaming reminder of American ingenuity, leadership, and legacy, a coin that connects the nation's proud past to its enduring future. Next up, the 1974 Eisenhower Dollar without a mint mark represents one of the most historically significant issues in the series and a cornerstone of 1970s U.S. coinage. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, It stands out as the last Eisenhower dollar produced before the nation's bicentennial redesign, making it a symbolic conclusion to the original series design. For collectors, this coin holds enduring appeal not only because of its history, but also for its rarity and high-grade condition. While millions were minted, most entered circulation, leaving relatively few preserved with sharp details and original mint luster. Even in very dirty or worn condition, the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar captures a moment in American history when both design tradition and national pride were intertwined in modern coinage. The production of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar occurred during a time of transition in U.S. monetary history. Introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, the series was the first U.S. dollar coin produced since 1935. By 1974, the Eisenhower dollar had become a fixture of American currency, symbolizing leadership and achievement. The Philadelphia Mint's version bore no mint mark, as was customary, and was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition for general circulation. The coin's release coincided with a period of economic uncertainty, rising metal costs, and changing public sentiment about large dollar coins. Though it was not a commemorative piece, its final year pre-bicentennial issue adds historical weight, representing the last of the standard Eisenhower design before the patriotic 1776-1976 versions were introduced. The coin's design is a masterful combination of simplicity, symbolism, and national identity. The obverse, designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, portrays a strong and dignified portrait of President Eisenhower, reflecting his dual legacy as a wartime general and U.S. president. The reverse, inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, features an American bald eagle descending toward the lunar surface with an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing peace through strength. Above the eagle, the Earth is shown rising in the background, a subtle tribute to America's role in space exploration. Composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, the coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs 22.68 grams. Though not struck in silver, its size and detailed design give it a presence unmatched by smaller denominations of its era. The rarity of the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar lies not in its mintage, which totaled over 27 million, but in its condition and specific die varieties. Philadelphia coins of this year are known for inconsistent striking quality, weak details on Eisenhower's face and the eagle's wings, and numerous bag marks from heavy handling. Over the decades, many were circulated or stored improperly, leading to tarnish, grime, and surface damage. Clean, uncirculated examples with full detail and luster have become difficult to locate. There are also minor die variations and errors, such as doubled dies, planchet imperfections, and misaligned strikes, that add intrigue and value for advanced collectors. High-grade pieces with clear surfaces and strong eye appeal represent only a small fraction of surviving examples, contributing to the coin's growing desirability. Market value for the 1974 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark varies widely depending on condition and rarity. Circulated or dirty coins typically sell for modest sums, often between $3,000 and $5,000, primarily for their numismatic interest rather than metal value. However, uncirculated specimens graded MS-65 or higher can reach between $6,000 and $6,700, while exceptional MS-66 or MS-67 examples command premium prices, sometimes exceeding $7,200 at auction. Unique errors or proof-like strikes have fetched even higher sums, with a few rare die varieties bringing over $8,000 in competitive sales. Demand for these coins continues to rise as the Eisenhower series gains recognition among collectors seeking affordable, yet historically rich 20th-century coinage. The market for top-quality Philadelphia strikes is especially strong, as their relative scarcity makes them more appealing to registry collectors and those assembling complete sets. Collectors pursuing the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar should pay attention to strike sharpness, surface quality, and overall eye appeal. Coins with crisp details in Eisenhower's hair and the eagle's feathers typically indicate better strikes. It is advisable to avoid cleaning dirty coins, as this can permanently reduce value and destroy natural tunning. Professional certification from NGC or PCGS is highly recommended, especially for coins believed to be in mint state, as it guarantees authenticity and provides a standardized assessment of quality. To preserve the coin's condition, storage in airtight capsules or protective holders is essential. Collectors often seek examples with subtle natural tunning, which can enhance aesthetic appeal and value when well balanced across the surface. Reputable dealers, online auctions, and coin conventions are excellent sources for acquiring these coins, particularly when looking for rare die varieties. Beyond its numismatic value, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar serves as a tangible reflection of America's post-war optimism and technological progress. It represents the country's achievements in leadership, unity, and innovation during a decade of both challenge and change. For many collectors, the Eisenhower series evokes nostalgia for a time when coinage still carried weight, both literally and symbolically. The 1974 issue, being the last of its type before the nation's bicentennial celebration, holds particular significance as the closing chapter of an important design era. Its enduring appeal lies in its dual nature as a circulating coin and a piece of history, bridging the gap between the Silver Age and the modern clad era. In summary, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark stands as a distinguished representative of America's numismatic heritage. Though not rare in lower grades, its historical importance, large format, and design artistry make it a cornerstone of modern U.S. coin collecting. Well-preserved examples continue to appreciate as collectors recognize their scarcity in pristine condition and their place in the evolution of U.S. coinage. Even when found in very dirty or heavily circulated states, the coin remains an authentic link to a time of national pride and presidential remembrance. As appreciation for 20th-century American coinage continues to deepen, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar's legacy endures, a durable symbol of history, honor, and enduring value.